In 2020, the Supreme Court issued a ruling, McGirt v. Oklahoma, in which Neil Gorsuch states that a reservation is land that the United States Congress never disestablished and never said that the tribe that the reservation was established for has no rights or privileges to those lands, to have jurisdiction over those. The Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma claims jurisdiction over the northeast quadrant of Oklahoma as their, quote, reservation. They have no jurisdiction because they self-terminated in 1902 through what is called the Cherokee Agreement. They went to Congress and asked to be terminated so they could get access to their lands to allot. And so they began that allotment process in 1902. Their council voted in session in 1902 to end their government so they could allot the lands. No question about what was voted for. Then in 1906, the Congress of the United States passes the Dawes Act and finishes off the government of the Cherokee Nation. The Cherokee have no treaty rights. They have no rights to that land. That land that they sit on today is land that was given to the Chickamauga Nation beginning in 1809, then a treaty in 1817, a treaty in 1828, a treaty in 1833, and a treaty in 1835. The Cherokee came in to our lands in 1839, assassinated our chiefs, took our government, took our land, took our recognition from us when they went to General Arbuckle and told General Arbuckle he would give them the land or he would be in trouble. General Arbuckle didn't have enough men to defend himself against John Ross's armed thugs. And so General Arbuckle succumbed to the pressure and gave our government, our treaty rights, and our land to the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma Incorporated. But under McGirt, since the Cherokee Nation no longer exists, those treaty rights have to go back to the signatories on the treaties. And that would be us. Well, what happens when you go all the way back to the 1785 treaties, the 1791 treaty, 92 treaty? Those lands, according to Neil Gorsuch, were never put up correctly. They were never disestablished as reservation lands held in trust for the tribe. What happens to those lands in Kentucky, in Tennessee, in North Carolina, in South Carolina, in Georgia, North Alabama, Mississippi? What happens to those lands that were held in trust and never disestablished? Well, that means that there is jurisdiction of a Native American tribe over those lands. And the treaty signers for those lands in those areas are the Chickamauga Nation. Since the Cherokee Nation is terminated, they have no rights or privileges to those treaties. So now it is time. It is time for someone in the federal government to realize, oops, we've made a mistake. And it is now time for the United States government to begin dealing with the Chickamauga Nation, because the Chickamauga Nation is going to begin reclaiming, and that's not the appropriate title. We are going to continue using our jurisdiction in those lands that were held in trust for us by the United States government since 1785 and before. It's time the United States government get over itself, realize it worked with the wrong tribe, realize it gave the government of the Chickamauga Nation to the wrong tribe, and realize that the McGirt ruling gives us power and authority, and we are going to use our power and authority under the sovereignty of the Chickamauga Nation.